So let's talk about Tara. Why we should talk about Tara is a very good question. As you have watched my Twitter and my YouTube, you could see that my previous video 4 days ago when we talked about Tara, it was at $1 cent. Right now, 4 days later, we're up 100%. And if you have followed me on Twitter before, you should know that I'm already up like 400% on this entry that we made. This was our entry level. These were our targets and we're way above that. So this is now going to become a long-term hold. And to be honest, I didn't expect it to pump so fast. I thought maybe a week or three, something in between, but it went a lot faster. As you could see, November 5th is the first time we shared this. And in around 2 weeks, yes, 2 weeks, it just exploded. I guessed we would do in 2 weeks 100%, 200% max, but we're already 400% up on this one. Now I'm going to explain you very clearly why I'm so bullish on this. I also explained you in the previous video right here. I showed you already a bit why it's bullish, because you can compare it to Kaspa. This is a new technology called BlockDoc. So Doc blockchains are just blockchains that are working quite differently. And because they're quite differently working, there's a narrative about it and there's a lot of hype coming about it. That's why I said to you, Kaspa is a coin that is very interesting if you look at price action. But I myself, I didn't want to ape, because look, right now we're already at almost 3 billion. And we come from like the very lows. As you can see, 1 year ago, this is a 760x. If you would have bought Kaspa 100 euros back then, you would have now 70,000 euro. If you would have invested 1,000, you would have 700,000k right now. 760,000k to be exactly. So there are huge possibilities in crypto, and that's why I say to everyone, make sure to pay attention to crypto. Do not FOMO into altcoins, but make sure to pay attention, see which narratives are playing and see what's happening in the space. Because I saw this happening, I was starting to look what can we else find in this space, and I was looking at Taraxa, what I shared with you before, and I said it could potentially run very hard. Also, you could see this right on Twitter. I said it before, a potential 500% upside, and we're already at 400%. So make sure to follow me on Twitter, because it's free alpha. It's not a paid group, not of anything of that. Everything is just free calling on my Twitter, on YouTube. So make sure to follow me, give me some support. Everything is much appreciated. So in the previous YouTube video, we already checked out Kaspa, and what I just want to show you, like if you look at the website of Taraxa, you can see right here, this is a BlockDoc chain plus EVM layer 1. Smart contract platform, so a lot of things are gonna happen around this. So we can also see that Tara is working with AE as well. So we have everything that we need for the next bull run, for the next narrative, to see this having a lot of eyes on it, especially if Kaspa keeps building and people start looking into the technology of Kaspa. They're gonna they're gonna start to understand like what's behind it, what exactly is the technology, and why is this narrative exactly pumping, and are a lot of people watching at it and buying into it. And the moment that starts, people are going to start looking into other projects like Taraxa. We have a couple of different ones as well. If we look at this one, comes in the same thing. So as you look at this one, Kitmir, it's even way less. This is like way smaller. It's also only available at Max and Bing X right now. If you look at Taraxa, it's already available at like Max, KuCoin, Gateo, and CoinX. So you can see, and also the market cap is way higher than Kitmir. So Kitmir is very high risk, but this one could also like blow up or become very high if the narrative keeps playing out. I'm not saying it will be, and not every project that has to do with BlockDoc technology, like we see right here, is gonna pump. That's not something I'm gonna say. But if you have seen the previous bull run, if you have some experience, you should know that it's very likely possible. Even projects that like have nothing from utility, they don't mean anything. They're not really providing something in the space or as a company or as a project, nothing really. But it will pump at a certain time because that's what a bull run is called. Everyone is getting really crazy about it. Everybody's starting to research and throwing money everywhere. And what you also see a lot in bull runs is like people that are early, like if you're watching right now, you're also early and you make some money. It's easy to make some money. Like you can put easy 100 to 1000 or 10,000 in a project in a little small altcoin, and you could make 100,000 euro or even more. I know people that can make millions with this, easy peasy. Because, and you have to understand, when you make that kind of money, people, once they pull the money out of the project, imagine you put 1,000 in a project and you pull out 150k. A lot of people then start to look for high risk things, like they want to risk 50k maybe in 50 projects 1k, or 5 project 10k. Why? Because they already made that much money. Why not risk a bit more to even make more? And that's what you see happening in crypto as well, and in bull runs. That a lot of people start a bit of like gambling, a bit of gambling and a bit of hype and narratives and FOMO. Like there are certain coins they can start pumping, they just don't stop pumping. Just like we see with Kaspa, it doesn't stop. Like once it started, it just keeps pumping. Look, it just pumps, it comes down, and once it started pumping here, it was like dip, pump, and then pump. So you can see there's a lot of hype and FOMO behind this. So that's why I don't like to get into projects like this, and it could be highly possible this goes to 100 billion market cap in full bull run, and I miss out on a 30x. But I don't care because there are a lot of other projects, and I already have a 4x on this one. And if this one just now does a 10x, then I have a 40x. So, and that's for me way less risky, because that would only be 700 million market cap, what is highly possible. Like it's highly possible this reaches 1 to 5, 10 billion market cap. That is possible, especially in the top of the bull run. So you have to understand that, then you have to have some patience. So I just want to spread this out and share this, because a lot of people were texting like and asking me if it's still a good time to get into Ruxa. Like right now, I wouldn't jump in. Like I wouldn't do it. But if you're looking at long term, you could do it. But right now, I wouldn't do it. Like I would not call this to my community members. I would not call this and say, yeah, guys, let's buy into this one. I already took my profit. It can be early, but I am somebody, I like to secure my profit and then look at other new small caps that can potentially run also hard and that didn't run hard. Like I said in my previous video, the other one that I was looking at, and you can rotate some profits into that, is Change Finance. Because if you look at Change Finance, we see it's only 50 million market cap. It's in the DEX space. It has a lot of supporters, good community, but it still didn't take off. Like if you see, we look at it, this from 29 June, this is 3 cents. We're right now at 10 cents, and we see the all-time high was around 20 cents. So that's a 2x from here. But once we break this all-time high, you can also see this project, it was around since 21. So it launched really in the bull run. So yeah, it had a little thing and then it went down, but it never had like a full bull run and the pre-bull run preparation to get into full bull run FOMO mode. So this project could potentially do this, and that's why it's interesting to look at this. I'm not saying buying to this, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure to do everything on your own research. I'm just here to spread out some information and to show you some potential plays for the crypto market. And if you like this kind of content, please make sure to subscribe. I do not like to ask this all the time to subscribe, but it helps me out a lot and it shows me that I'm doing the right stuff and providing the right stuff for you so that you can make some, you can make some life-changing money in this crypto space. But to come back to my question, to the question that I had about Trex, if it's still interesting, yes, it's still interesting because it's even still below 100 million market cap. So yes, it's still interesting, but at this point, calm down, wait a bit, let it a bit cool off, because look at this. And we're also not above all-time high, so we're not going to reach price discovery, because we see all-time high was 7 cents, and we're now all at 2 cents. And we're up 84% on the day. So keep it calm. I would not put my money in this right now. If I would put money into something, it would be chain. Also, same for Naka that I talked about in the video. I'm not putting in money right now myself. It can be stupid because we're still also below 100 million market cap. But at this moment, I like it to cool down a bit, just a bit. Like Look, you see this run we had like a bit, come back a bit below $1, maybe touch $1 again. It can be it's not gonna happen. That's something that's just the game. And I myself have learned a lot of lessons in the previous bull run, and I'm not gonna make the same mistakes twice. You cannot get everything in crypto. Like, look, if you look at this and we click onto it, we see coins 10,979. Are you gonna buy every one of them? Every pump you're gonna catch it? I don't think so. So don't make yourself crazy. Don't make yourself crazy. Stay focused. Stay on the long-term game. Don't overinvest. Like, invest a decent amount, but don't overinvest. I'm not your financial advisor, and I'm just trying to tell this, like, do not fuck this up for yourself, because this is a very interesting time and you should be really making a plan, and that plan you should just execute it no matter what the market does, no matter what your emotions does. And if you want to make sure that I hold you more accountable, I show you all my previous plays, all my YouTube videos before I will upload them. I will all share this in a community. If you're interested in this, let me know in the comments, because I would like to know how many people are actually interested to join the community and to be early on everything that I'm doing. So that means if I'm getting into a project like Taraxa at these prices that I shared, you will also enter these prices. You will see this as first before I post it anywhere. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see this in the future. That was it for today. I hope I could spread some alpha, that I could show you some things that give you some clarity in this crypto space, because I know it can be overwhelming sometimes. Do not worry. We will make the best of this market and we will profit from this bull run like we never did before. Join me on this ride to financial freedom, and let's build some real wealth and keep it. That's the most important. Keep it, because everyone can make money on the screen and see their numbers goes up, but you have to cash out as well. Same that you can watch coin and say, oh, this is so undervalued, but you never bought, and then you see it pumping. I've been through that a lot. I'm still going through that. A lot of people are going through that, but you have to stay focused. Stay focused, and let's get that back. I will see you into the next video. Take care, everyone.